The other day I wrote this book. You won't believe how long it took. It rhymed and I was super proud. It sounded great when read out loud. But then my sister came along and now the story sounds all better. Hello, my name is Omar Abed and I'm the author of The Book That Almost Rhymed. It comes out on March 26th and it's a adventurous, fun, really wild, crazy story about two siblings who are trying to tell a rhyming story and it doesn't quite go as planned. But maybe that's okay. I wrote this story when I was actually pitching a different manuscript to publishers. My default mode is thinking in rhyme and trying to rhyme everything, and so when I tried to step back and write without rhyming, I found it really hard. The closest I could get was things that almost rhymed. And so that's where the concept for the story was born. You usually don't want to let rhyme drive the story. You ideally have a story and let the rhyme kind of flow into it naturally, because when you start having rhyme influence the story, it starts to just do things that you wouldn't necessarily want your characters to do, or take the plot where you wouldn't want to go, or you're forcing things into the rhyme, and that's not ideal. This story is completely unrecognizable from the first draft. I'm very thankful to my editor at Penguin Random House, Jessica Garrison, who saw potential in the story. The story initially was, yes, it was two siblings telling a story, but it was about animals and like an adventure through the jungle. And now, looking back, the story is nothing like that. It's about two siblings now who go on an adventure in their own house. The hardest part is seeing the blank page and not knowing the trajectory of the story. Trying to find links to major events that you want to happen or major takeaways that you want your character to have, but trying to figure out how to piece the steps of the road, how to put the pieces in place so that your characters get to where you want them to get. And that for me is the most difficult thing, especially when you have that blank page in front of you. Allowing it to be terrible, allowing it to not make a ton of sense, but just for the sake of letting it get on the page. And because they say the antithesis of good is perfect. I often don't write like linearly, sequentially. I will go wherever I'm feeling motivated at the time, and I'll say, oh, I have a concept for here at the end of the story, and I'll flesh that out a little bit, and I'll say, okay, now I need something in the middle to help them get to that end. And so I'll kind of work backwards sometimes, or I'll just go wherever the inspiration strikes, and then I'll kind of piece the story together as it comes to me. I try not to like force myself to come up with something. Like I'll step away from the computer for a while if I'm stuck on a certain passage. I'll keep my notebook nearby in case something like inspiration strikes, but other than that, I just kind of let it flow naturally. Yes, I'm excited to say that I have another picture book in progress right now. The book is called Debug This Book. It's a story about a boy who's trying to tell a story to the reader, and his book gets infected with a code bug, a software bug, and his book starts to shut down. It's clever. Again, it kind of combines my backgrounds of engineering and writing, and I'm really excited for other people to experience that book. I'm all over the place on social media as Omar Abed Writes. I'm also, I have a website. You can go to omarabed.com and message me there. I really enjoy interacting with people and just, I don't know, whether you like my books or don't like them or have feedback or you're looking to publish your own book. I love talking about them whenever I can get a chance. So feel free to reach out. I'm very accessible on social media, and yeah, that's where you can find me. I'm excited and can't wait for you to read it. It comes out on March 26th. You can pre-order it now or get it then. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.